Good morning everybody. Hello, hi. It's Sarah here from Sarah Macaulay Studio. Hope you're going well today. I am here live. I'm in Sydney, Australia. And it is absolutely pouring with rain here. I don't know if you can hear the rain on the roof, but it's really hammering it down. Anyway, I'm cozy and warm in here. I'm really happy to be going live and speaking to you this morning. Hi, if you've just jumped on, let me know where you're on from. Hey Wendy, how are you? And let me know what your weather's like today. What's it like in Idaho, Wendy? I bet it's a bit nicer than here. Hi Jessie, how are you today? Nice to see you. So today I'm going to be showing you the extra large fan stencil, and I have been so looking forward to using this. Oh, it's cold. Oh, I bet it's freezing down there, Jessie. I've been dying to use this. I've kept it all absolutely squeaky clean for this demo, so I'm really excited about showing it to you. Sunny in Idaho. Oh, nice. Really nice. Mind you, we can't complain, we get sun here a lot of the year round. So the extra large fan stencil, some of you may have seen this before. Jessie, I don't know if you've used any of our stencil range yet, but they're really cool. And they're designed to be super large so that you can use them really easily on big pieces of furniture. So in one of my lives, I'm hoping to use this on a piece of furniture, but for this one I've actually chosen a project which I do very regularly with my workshop customers, and I'm going to be doing a big beautiful French style pillow. So what you need for this project, obviously you need your fan stencil. Dimensions for the fan stencil, I already explained, it's very large, but it's in centimeters, it's 50.8 centimeters or 60.9 by 60.96 inches, 20 by 24. So if you figure you want to use it on a piece of furniture, have a look on the website because it has the dimensions and it might just help you make your decision about that. Great. So I'm using a square sized cushion cover. This I bought in a local store which sells all kinds of craft materials, so it's a nice plain one, wasn't expensive, it's just a nice fabric. It looks like linen, but it's not linen. You don't need to go too fancy for this sort of project. I also have a giant piece of cardboard which I'm going to put inside my cushion cover. I'm just going to tilt the camera down so you can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, let me know if you can see that. Cardboard is going inside my cushion cover, just so I don't, when I can be liberal with my paint and I know it's not going to sink through to the other side of my cushion. Okay, and then I'm going to position my fan stencil on the cushion. There's so many ways you can do this. I was wondering whether I should do fan right across the whole cushion or just in the middle. That should be a little bit easier to see. What I've decided to do is I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 beautiful fans in the middle of my cushion because I want to be able to finish it and show you the whole thing. Okay. Hi. Good morning. Is that you, Deb? I can't see from who it is, but it looks like it's you. How are you going this morning? I've just angled my camera down, so I'm sorry you can't see my face, but I want to be able to show you how I'm working with the fan stencil. And if you've just jumped on the call, I can see quite a few of you now. I'm Sarah from Sarah Macaulay Studio. I'm on the Aussie Decor Transfers page, and I'm showing you the extra large fan stencil. It's what I love about stenciling, I'm a huge stencil fan, is that once you've bought a stencil you can just reuse it over and over again, so you get really good value. can use it on furniture. I'm demonstrating here to, oh, it's Crystal. Hi Crystal, I couldn't see who it was. How are you today? What's happening down in Swan Hill today? Are you guys under restrictions down there? It's been a bit of a worry, hasn't it? So what I'm doing, I'm taping this partly to secure the stencil to my fabric so it doesn't wobble around while I'm stenciling, but also because I think I'm just going to focus on these 4 beautiful fans in the middle of my project. That way I can get the project done, finished and shown to you, fingers crossed, in my lifetime. So there we go. I probably could have done that a bit more neatly, but that's okay. So it's taped down to my fabric. Still in lockdown till tomorrow. Well, I guess Crystal, at least it gives you time to do your projects, right? I mean, I guess that's the silver lining. I think for anyone who loves creative work, there's always things to do, right? You never get lonely or bored if you're into doing crafts. Okay, so thanks for watching the boring taping part. I've got a couple of different colours of paint here. This is a beautiful colour called Travertine from the Artisan chalk paint range, and it's really like an old creamy white. I'm also going to be working with this colour Café au lait, which is more of sort of beigey taupey colour, and I'm going to be using some copper as well. Before I put the paint on, there's one product that is really helpful when you're stenciling on fabric, and that is a fabric medium. So I'm actually using a Martha Stewart one, which was horrendously expensive, but the benefit is I've had it about 2 years and I've hardly even made a dent into it. You can get fabric medium in most craft stores, hardware stores. I notice our local Bunnings has fabric medium. So the reason I use it, I mix it in with my paint, and the benefit is it just gives your paint more flexibility if you're using it on fabric, and more staying power. So if you do choose to stencil on fabric, I've just put a few drips of this fabric medium in. If you're really more of a scientific person than me, it's the ratio should be 1 part medium to 2 parts paint. I'm not very scientific, and I've found that it really doesn't matter with this sort of project. I've made a number of these cushions, and once you use your paint to do your beautiful stencil work and you finish your project, iron on your design to heat seal it, and then it's good to go. And I wash my cushions, I turn them inside out, cold hand wash, and it's fine, doesn't disturb the paint. So I've got a little bit of the creamy coloured chalk paint on my brush. I'm using a stencil brush. You can choose to stencil with all sorts of different kind of brushes. Some people use like little pieces of foam, all sorts of things, whatever you fancy, but I tend to use the paint quite dry. I dab off most of the paint on a little piece of kitchen towel, because I want my brush to be as dry as possible, and that way you don't get any bleed under your stencil. So I'm just going to start with my creamy colour, and I'm after sort of an ombre look, so if you can see the bases of my fans, I hope you kind of get the idea. I'm going to put the little bases of my fans are going to be creamy, and the idea is to blend gradually so that the top sort of leafy parts of my fan are going to be the deepest colour, and the base of my fan is going to be the palest colour. The other reason I like stenciling on fabric is that it's so easy and forgiving because this fabric just kind of absorbs the paint so easily. This technique I'm using is called pouncing, and I really find it quite therapeutic because you can just go pretty hard. You stab your paint on through the holes in your stencil. My stencil is not moving around at all. And I'm just going to do a bit of cream, and then I'm going to try and work into my more beigey colour and just see what that looks like. Great. Hi Sandra, how are you? Hi Val. Where are you? How are you today, Sandra? Where are you watching from? We've got Idaho, we've got some people in Victoria so far, and I just love doing these lives because it's just so nice to be able to reach people on the other side of the world. I find that really exciting. If you've just joined, you're on the Aussie Decor Transfers Facebook page. If you haven't liked the page already, please do so, because then you get access to all of the videos that are going on and the demonstrations. Hi Julianne. You're in Morisset Park, New South Wales. Ah, you're probably nearest to me then. I'm in Sydney. I'm in Seaforth in the north part of Sydney. So now I'm doing my medium colour of the ombre effect. And I'm just pouncing that through my holes of the stencil. And if you want to follow my page, it's Sarah Macaulay Studio, and I do a lot of teaching of workshops. So if you're ever in Sydney and fancy learning with me or popping in just to see the studio, have a cup of tea, I'd love to hear from you. Fabulous. Now I'm assuming because you're already on the Aussie Facebook page watching this, you might know about our creative club already, but if you don't, we've got a group where you can post your creations. If you use any of the Aussie range to decorate a piece of furniture or make another creation, whether it's the dry rub transfers, the self-adhesive decoupage, our new luxe decoupage, any of those products, post a picture of your creation, because it's such a good forum. It's a very friendly group. Everyone's very supportive, and there is going to be another giveaway. There's another giveaway coming up where you can win 100. If you use one of the luxe decoupage papers, sorry, I'm going to tilt you up again so I can talk to you properly. If you use one of the luxe decoupage papers, which are the new range, they're a bit like a tissue paper, but they're really strong. They've got they're made of kind of they've got silk threads going through them, so they're like using tissue paper but super strong, and they're fab. So if you can get your hands on one of those, please do so. Order, there's a link above this video if you want to order any of the products, and if you post your creation in the creative group, you'll have a chance to join in the giveaway, the competition, which is you win 120 Australian dollars worth of products if you win it, which is pretty awesome. Okay, I'm going to finish talking and actually show you. Hey Lynn, how are you today? Thank you so much for joining. So I'm using the giant fan stencil to stencil on a cushion cover. One of my favourite projects to do, quick, easy, and very effective. And if you actually saw the inside of my home, you would see how many cushions I've stenciled. There's cushions on the bed, there's cushions on the lounge. But you know, I love thrifty, easy ways to decorate the home. Plus, with the fan stencil, once you've used it, like it's not a one-use product, you just wash it up carefully. I use a gentle scrubbing brush to clean my stencils, and then you can just use it over and over again. Okay, so my final colour I'm using is this copper metallic. I'm going to decant a little bit here onto my plate so that I can mix in some of the fabric medium. Again, I'm literally going to put one or two drops in. Okay, and with this copper colour, again, I'm blotting off my brush. When I learnt from some amazing painting ladies how to do stenciling properly, this was the tip they gave me. Blot off your brush until it feels almost dry. It's sort of counterintuitive because you feel like you're not using any paint, but it prevents any bleeding underneath. Copper is so pretty, Wendy. Oh my God, can you see that? It's I think it's got like pure mica pigments in it. How gorgeous is that? So that's going on nicely. If you've got any questions about the stencil, do yell out. But I'm finding it so easy to work with. I'm just doing now the kind of the top leaves of my fan. The other thing is, once I've finished my painting and I've taken off my stencil, you can always go back and add more if you want to, if you're not happy with your result. These make good gifts for people too. So I might even, if this one turns out good, I'm going to give it to a friend for her birthday. So what are you guys up to today? Wendy, it must be, I don't know, is it bedtime for you? I can't figure out the time zone. And Aussie ladies, what are you up to today? Jessie, if you're still watching, the piece that you did with the horse on it was amazing. It was so cleverly done, and such a sweet thing to do for, I think it was for your granddaughter, right? That was just so nice. Really thoughtful. Okay. Jill, hi. Oh, you're in my yesterday? Of course you are. That always blows my mind that when that happens. And you know, a few times when I've flown to the US from Australia, you know, you lose a day. It's like you actually, no, you gain a day. You live the same day twice, and I've never been able to get my head around that. Like, you have a day here in Australia and then you live it again, and you arrive in the US, like you arrive in the US before you left Australia. Totally, I can't get my head around it. Hi Denise, how are you? If you've just joined, I'm using the extra large fan stencil from the Aussie Decor range on a cushion cover and doing a kind of ombre effect, because I think the fan will lend itself really well to this. I'm just on my final colour, which is the copper. And I think I've got enough paint on my piece. I'm just going to go back over my middle taupe colour. If you see any bits I've missed, yell out. Your decoupage papers arrived, Julianne. Oh, cool. Oh, great to hear. So you're going to find the perfect piece of furniture. Yeah, isn't that part of the fun? Which of the decoupage papers did you choose? Is it the Luxe decoupage, Julianne? I love those. I'm waiting for my cherry blossom to arrive. Okay, so I'm dabbing a little bit of my medium ombre colour into my copper. I'm going to dab a little bit of my copper into the medium colour. As I said, I'm not a very scientific person, so this is all just, you know, no rules to this. Make it up as you go along. Brilliant. Okay, I'm now going to take off my stencil, see what it looks like. Here we go, ready? Oh, I think it's going to be pretty. There we go. I'm just going to put my stencil to one side. I will wash that up as soon as I can. And here you go. Can you see that? Looks good, doesn't it? Looks pretty. Now I have managed to blob a tiny bit of paint on the edge of my cushion here. So I'm going to take that off. That just comes off anyway. And I'm going to take out my piece of cardboard. And the final thing that I do to set these cushions, I'll just talk to you for a minute again. I don't really like, you know, I haven't quite figured out how to do the talking and the demo, but I'm getting there. One of the things I really, look at that. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? I'm quite pleased with that. So I could have gone nuts and I could have done fans over the whole cushion, but I actually just quite like that bit in the middle. Oh, thanks for the wow. Oh, you're getting the Queen of Spades, Julianne. Ooh, that's going to be cool. She's a beautiful one. She's dramatic, isn't she? Thanks for the wow. So the final thing I'm going to do to set my cushion, I'm going to iron it. I'm going to attempt to iron live on Facebook. Not that I ever use an iron much in my real life, because I don't like ironing very much. I've got some baking paper. This is just going to protect my design from the heat. So I'm just popping that down. Thanks, looks lovely. Thank you so much. I think this is going to be for a friend's birthday. Right, so I'm popping my iron on. I'm just putting it on a very low heat. I'm putting it on non-steam. I don't want any steam coming out. Once I've ironed it, that is now going to be set in my cushion. For those of you who were on earlier, I did use a little bit of fabric medium blended in with my paint. I used a water-based chalk paint. Any water-based paint will do. Blend in a little bit of fabric medium because it gives the paint elasticity and staying power, and it means you can decorate your cushions, fabrics, t-shirts, your lounge. You can, honestly, you can use these stencils on so many different things. So I've got my, just gonna make it a little bit cooler. It feels like it might be giving off a lot of heat. I'll let that just cool down for just a moment. So here we go. I'm just gonna give it a quick iron like that. So the heat will set it. That's it, that's all I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna put the cushion in so you get the full effect of what it will look like. The next time I use this stencil, I'm going to use it on a piece of furniture. because I think they really like lend themselves so well to furniture being so big. Okay, so here we go. I've got my insert. I bought my insert from the same store, so I got my cushion cover, I got my insert. It's a nice one made of feather. Really quick and easy project, and just kind of, you know, eye-catching too. Here we go. I'm going to zip it up. There you go. What do you think? Looks pretty nice, doesn't it? I'm quite happy with that. And you know, if you don't fancy doing the ombre effect, you could do one colour, you could do two colours, you could do, what could look really nice is fans all over the pillow. You could start with one colour in the middle, and you could use a different colour for fans around the side. A lady came to a workshop recently and she chose a black, this is actually charcoal grey, she chose a charcoal grey base of the cushion, and she did a really beautiful pale pink across all the pillow, and then she did a pink pillow with grey. So yeah, looked really, really cool. Yeah, so I'm happy with that. That was the giant fan stencil. Check it out. The link to view all the Aussie Decor products is posted above this video. Also the link to the Creative Club if you fancy getting creative. Julianne, maybe if you feel like posting a picture of your creation once you've done it with your Luxe paper, post it in the Creative Club, because people love, we all love seeing what everyone else is doing. It's inspiring for us, so that's good. Make sure you follow this page. I'm going to be on here again, I think Monday evening, and that's when I'll be using my Luxe decoupage paper, which is the cherry blossom. And I have a really cute piece I'm dying to use the cherry blossom on. It's like a little vintage cabinet. So I'm really looking forward to that. I will say goodbye now. Enjoy your day. For those of you the day behind, have a good one, and I will see you soon. If you have any questions, just post them, because I will come back to all your comments and so on, and I'll answer everything there. Okay, thanks for watching so much. Bye.